Hey guys, this is Troy with DGE. We're going to do something a little bit different today. This is going to be called Make Money Simple and Fast with the DGE Bullet System.
Melting stacks and building racks, baby. DGE. Best craps game in town. Believe it.
Alright, so the bullet strategy is pretty easy. I used to do this in the daily paycheck. The concept is, instead of saying I have one giant bankroll, I have multiple smaller bankrolls as bullets. So you just kind of keep cycling through these bullets to see if you can make money at the end. So the benefits of this is that you're not putting all your money on the table at one time. You don't have the ability to keep ramping up these bets. So instead of having one chance at $5,000, you could have, let's say, 10 chances at $500. And that one $500 might make you $2,000. So in saying that, basically what's going to come into is $300 bullets. Now you could reduce your bankroll down to 10 bullets, which is $3,000. I use $5,000 for most of my strategies. So the concept is you offset the pass and don't pass because this isn't really your hand jam anyway. You put $150 on the 6 and 8. When it hits, you take $75 essentially off the 6 or the 8 when you win the 175 and disperse it and keep ramping it up and turning it off after 3 rolls. Next shooter, ramping it up, ramping it up, ramping it up. You see a little bit of these strategies when I started becoming into profit with more of my advanced crap strategies that are on the channel. This is kind of a dumbed down version. It has a lot more risk to it, but it has a lot more reward because it has 3 simple rules and basically you can get in and out of there. I say 3, but 3 rules is kind of like 3 rules in golf. You gotta know 17,000 rules behind those 3. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. We're just going to sit here and say, dealer, I want a 150, 6 and 8, and it is working. They'll say, you sure you want it working? I'm like, every day, all day. So boom, whoop, more about that. There, I'm going to offset my pass and don't pass. This is a $25 table at Harris Casino where I'm at. You're seeing a lot more $25 tables. Let's go ahead and just grab a bunch of dice, just sit them down. Well, let's see if we can find ourselves a 7. There's a 4-3, but I feel like we already used. Let's do it one more time. I haven't used the midnights in a while because they kill me. Well, I can't lie with what I lie. So I think that's a circuit dice. And what's this one? Is this anything? I think these are Harvey dice. Oh, it says right here. Hold on. These are Harvey dice. So this is from Circa and this is from Harvey's. All right. So good. We working. Dice out. We got ourselves an 8. My gosh, look at that. You can't make this up. It's almost like it's being recorded. All right, so we hit an 8. Comes over here. The 150 pays 175. Okay? And all you're going to do is come down off these bets. Now that was your $300 bullet. Now you still have this bullet. For this video, I'm going to put this bullet right here. We're still playing off of it. Okay? Now we have a $25 5, and then, sorry, a $25 9, a $30, and I'll go ahead and make change. My God. All right, there's that 100. Taking that off. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? So, right here. So that means off this bullet of $300, I've already clicked back $75, $85, $95, okay? Once again, all in the same bullet. And just because I'm feeling a little bit more, I want to really separate.
Get another tray.
I can't get another tray. That's taxes right there. So right here, this is the profit off this first bullet, okay? And this is continuously working, so I don't have to even use that. Boom. We're going. That is a 6, a 5-1. That is going to pay $35. And all I'm going to do, because I'm being a little neurotic, I'm going to take $5 right here, put $5 right here, I can make one change. I'm going to press that 6 by 6, okay? Every time that you hit it, you will add a unit and press up. So I pressed it by 6, the next time I'll press it by 12, and then start doing simple presses by 30, 60, 90, doubles, stuff like that. All right, we're still going. That is a 9. Pays 35. Press it 1 unit. Click back the rest. All right, keep going. That is a 7 out. Now we've lost that. All right, so boom. That is all gone. So out of the first $300 bullet, we have made over $100. It's 125, 35, 45, something right around $150 off that first bullet. Great, all right? So now, this is our second bullet. I know I'm using the same chips, but the concept remains the same. Second bullet, where is my on? It is working. And we're only going to do, let's just say, what, 4 bullets for this? That is an 8, pays 175. Same as before, you're taking all this back. That's the second bullet. This is all in our profit section. Sorry guys. Sometimes for the visual, it's hard for me to sit here and kind of meander the chips for visual representation, but I just took that 100 from right there, took another 25, and this is from profit from a different gambit. 245. That's now good. This goes over to the 8, and once again, just like last time, the 9, the 6, the 5, plus this. So once again, in our second bullet, we've made this much right here, have this invested. All right, I don't need this. Sorry guys, been playing advanced DGE strategy for so long, I just inherently put things on and off. All right, let's go ahead and make it happen. It's a 4, does nothing. Now in this strategy, if you hit the 5 and you want to keep progressively moving over to the 4 and the 10, you can. That's more of a preference than 7 out. So watch there. Our second bullet didn't make near as much money as our first bullet, but it's okay. Click off. This was the profit of the second one. That moves over. And now we have our third bullet. Boom, off. She working. Ba-ba-ba-bum. It's a 5. Don't worry guys, it's still going. We're just sitting here working through the bullets. Second roll. Now when I do something like this, 9, and I did hit the 6 or an 8, I always like to give it 3 rolls and turn off, wait for the next shooter. That's my preference. That's another 9. And the reason why is because once again, if you think about the odds of rolling, every time you roll, you're getting closer and closer to that 7. So all I've done is just turn off to maximize what I can do later down the road. That's a 5, point made, good for them. Move this over, we're going to keep going. Now, in this lull time, this bullet strategy, 8, is for a very simple, make some money, turn off, you can keep track of how many bullets you have, you can even put out in the rack 10 bullets at 300 if you want to. Ooh, that's a 7 for the dealer, what do you think?
Yep.
All right, 7 out. But like you said, in this time where it's dead, you can incorporate other strategies. I mean, reach into your tool bag and find the right tool for the right job. We're having this working again. Still our third. We're going to go to 4 300 bullets. That's nothing. Snake eyes. That's 1 roll. 7 out. So look at that. We zapped our third bullet. And now we're on our final 4th bullet. 150. It is on. And we are rolling. That is a 6, pays 175. All right, take the last bullet, put it back. Once again, I'm going to sit here and just be a little neurotic. Don't mind me. That's 100. Put this right here. I'm going to take this 25 and get me 5 reds. 2, 4, 5. All right, point is a 6. And then we're going to distribute over to these. Click back the profit in this gambit. So this is our overall profit from the first 3 bullets. This is our profit right now from our 4th and final bullet. All right, let's see if we can't do something here. You know what, just because I haven't done it in a while, we gotta get some check going on here. Let's see here, I wanna get maximum protection from the 7, so we're gonna do a 5-4, that is a 10. But I want inside numbers too. We'll keep it the 5-4. Oh, that's a 9. Sorry for that, getting a little crazy. That's gonna pay $35. Press the 9 by 5. click it back. A lot of those strategy revolves around a hot table, a hot shooter, however you want to say it. I like to invoke a lot of don't pass strategies, but this one's a little bit more for the don't pass crowd, or sorry, the light side players. That is a 6. And what I like to do is just push that to the middle. Oops, sorry. And I like to continuously work. We are working 3 rolls. That is a 5. He said longingly. Turn off. Once again, we're only kind of doing this for the next shooter. We don't want a lot of 5. Point made. I think that's the second point made, isn't it, Eric?
Yep.
That's a 7. Now with a 7 coming on the come out, I would want to sit here and just turn these back on. I always like playing after a 7 because you're trying to avoid the 7. Oops, sorry, I hit the mic there with my stick. That is a 10. Just like last time, guys, we're going to keep it going. Keep these bullets going. It's our 4th and final bullet, so hopefully we can get some good money out of it. We're getting a lot of rolls. We're not getting a lot of love. Isn't that just the quintessential, 7, the goal to life. All right, so we've had 4 bullets of 300. This is lost. With those 4 bullets, 300, that means that we actioned $1,200. So let's see what we ended up with in the final scale of it. Like I said, if you have hot shooters, you can double and triple your money. This is just very simple, more of a do strategy versus my common don't strategies. But let's see how we ended up with a lot of shooters, not a lot of rolling, just to keep for the love of the game. So we have 4,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. So we made 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65. We made $69 with the DGE Bullet strategy. This is Charlie from Drunk Guy Explains. Check you guys next time.